What we have here is a 2000 Ford F150, doing a little bit of rust repair, minor body work, and going to do a full box repaint of the exterior and the rear panel. Part of the problem is in removing the cap rails from the box. As you can see, I've gotten this one off. I couldn't find a video that showed this, so I had to kind of figure it out. Here's the holes that you've got to deal with, and there are some round guide holes, but all the rest are actually snaps. I was able to get the cap off of this side without damaging any of the snaps, breaking any, although it is mid-June here in Western Canada and it's probably about 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so it makes the plastic a little more pliable. So I have not yet done the driver's side. But first let's have a look at what we're faced with here. So the toughest one is this first couple, and they're all in pairs, as you can see as you go down. There's probably 10 or 12 of them. And they have little keepers on the side here. And these are what snap into those slots that you have to deal with. And I've found that the best way to deal with that is to take a screwdriver from inside, get the tip of the screwdriver against the side of the snap and force it over to deform it. Once it's deformed, it'll pop out of the hole easier. So what we're looking at doing here is sticking the screwdriver in here, getting it up against one of those and prying them sideways. I'll show you how this is done. So we'll use two screwdrivers. This one in is our shim for when the clip releases. Take the second one, get it up against that first clip, give it a little push against the corner of the opening and pry it up, and you've got that one released. Do the same with the second one, and there you go. Your first one's done. We're good to go. Now, I don't know if you can see from this angle or not, but of those two clips, there's pairs of them as you go along the rail. Only one is actually exposed on the underside of the rail itself. The other one is buried inside of the panel, so that one we can't deal with as easily. So what I suggest is you take a pair of snub nose pliers and compress this clip on this side. That gives you a start. So you reach up underneath here. Give this clip a little squeeze with your pliers on both sides to flatten that tip. Get up under there with a screwdriver and that one pops out. The second one you got to wrestle with a little bit. Push on it with your screwdriver at the same time and it will eventually release. And just continue on down the box rail. The further you get, the easier it becomes, because then you can start to move this back and forth like this. And that helps release those pins. It's a little easier to get at these pins from the outside because this plastic doesn't have the sharp 90 corner that that side does. You just want to be a little careful that you don't want to scratch the shit or bend anything on your box. Give this a push, and there we go. That one popped free. Fourth, and there's the second one. Keep going down the box. And don't forget to squeeze these on the inside. That seems to be critical to keeping the pins in good shape. So I've got all the inside ones squeezed and released, just on the last outside pin now. And as I said, you just give her a twist like that. And there's one more up in this corner here that I had to wrestle with on the other side as well. Once it's twisted a bit, it starts to deform and she just pops out. There we go. Good to go.